I don't know if someone else. Is it goes now? Let's see if someone else will come. Oh my gosh. Questions are too long that I cannot paste directly.
Your name is correct
Let me see.
in this.
No, it was supposed to be Leo, but he was busy today. Then he asked me to replace him.
Okay.
But my meetings are at Mondays. I guess you were on my meeting, yeah?
Yes, yes,
On Monday.
but I am so bad with names. But
No worry.
I was reading in the planner, and I I was confused, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
it was right, Leo there.
No problem.
This happens here. I guess it's a good way to me to practice more my English because nowadays I am just coming to my own meetings, so this forced me to practice more. I will just check if someone else will come. If not, we can start here.
Okay.
And yeah, but I guess before, while we are waiting, I can say hello to YouTube and present myself. I guess I have already presented to you, but just to remind, my name is Wellington, but call me Well. I prefer this way. I'm hosting here on Talk and Talk about 3 years now. Yeah, now it's actually 3 years. I'm living in Rio, but I was born and raised in Salvador. I just moved to here because of the work. And it's been a year and 3 months, I guess, since then. I am 28. I work with financial planning in supply chain area. I started studying English, I guess, because of professional aspects, I did in civil engineering, and it's really important. Even in the academic area, we have more things in English, so I started on this. But nowadays, I guess my focus is more on have more access to things because of the English, and also travel abroad, travel to another countries. These make things easier. I guess is almost a common, yeah. I guess not. It is a common language that you can talk in everywhere that you go. It's like you must have English. You can have no difficulties going to another country. So I guess nowadays I do more because of this. And I like to talk a lot. I guess this helps me here on Talk and Talk and improve my English. I guess this is all about me that I could say right now. And how about you, Valeska? Say more things about you and to people at YouTube to see about it.
Okay, I will present myself, and in the first in the after that I will make you a question about your
Okay.
presentation. I'm Valesca. I'm 25 years old. I was born in São Paulo, but today I live in Americana. It is city in the interior of São Paulo, next to Campinas. I live with my boyfriend, and we don't have children or pets or plants. I this year I have been liking go to go to the gym
That's really good.
and jumping rope every day or every day. All and almost every day. Um, I love watch series and and movies on Netflix, on Prime Video. And oh, I am pharmacist, but I did a career transition to the human resources area. And today I am studying technology. I don't
I
know
guess you
how
can say technician. It's
technician.
almost like this.
Okay, technician in human resources, managing of human resources. And so
Yeah,
I think it is that.
it's really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
and my question for you,
go on.
uh, where do you intend to would you like to visit to and the country which is speech English.
Yeah, I was supposed to travel to United States this year, but I just bought my passport, not my tickets at Herb. So I was just like a lot of people that could not enjoy the trip because they have the bankruptcy already. So this happened, but I am planning to travel to Europe next year, maybe to French and Portugal. Portugal is not necessary to use English, and Spain, but I guess that French, they will hate me, but I will speak in English because I don't know how to say anything in French. And at Spain, I guess I can use a little bit of the Spanish that I have learned here at Talking Talk, but will not be too much. But I guess are those places I can use my English.
Eh,
And also I want to do some courses that will be online in English. I will have to talk in English.
Oh, great! There are no these these are so great places to visit.
Yeah. I know that in French I will be hated to not speak in French, but there is nothing I can do. You know, I can speak with
Yes.
them in Portuguese if they want to. We'll be the same. But I will use my English, and maybe I will prepare myself here at Talking Talk to say the basics, at least in French, I guess. Only present myself, ask for some directions, and if they correct my French, I will say in English, and they explode themselves. And yeah, I am taking rate on the French people that do not to they are not like or a Talking Talk community that it's okay with mistakes and deal okay because no, this is part of the process and anyone is perfect. Mainly when it's your second or third language that you are learning. And that was a good discussion to we start now because today's topic is about censorships of ideas we disagree with. So I already started with one. And before we got to the definition, I would like to ask you, Aliska. I said one of mine that is something and that I guess some people agree with that it's really bad when you go to a country that you don't speak the language of this country, and in a lot of times it's impossible you to learn, but you want to meet this place and you are not so well welcomed as we do here in Brazil. When people come here and they do not speak Portuguese, we try to speak in another language or make mimics or do whatever we can do to help them and receive them well here. And otherwise, in other countries, we don't have these. But some countries, we don't have these. They are really rushed with ourselves. There is
Yes.
something that you have like in your mind about these censorships of ideas, like something that you have an opinion about that you think people has the same or others has different, but that is strong for you?
Do you?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can to the question again. It's
Okay.
like, there is something for you that you have a stronger opinion that could be like is not so common to everybody, that you think the others have different opinions. And if you could give an example, can be about food, about movies, about the genre, about sport, music.
If is there common the people have different opinions?
Yeah, something that you know that people have really different opinions of yours, you know, or normally people have different opinions about this a topic in a specific.
I think it is common. Every day people have different opinions about many and different um, subjects. For example, this week, yesterday, I post one photo, uh, uh, one photo, showing my boyfriend eating pasta with beans, 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 and I I I thought so disgusting, so strange for me. And
Yeah, disgusting could be the word.
I post this, and some people answer me as telling that they love they love eat pasta with beans. So it is a recent example that
Yeah.
people the one thing that people disagree. It, and so there can be big big things or small things. For example, I think that is a small thing,
Yeah,
but
totally. You brought a really good example.
perfect.
Yeah, would you like to add more something about this? Sorry, I
Oh,
just interrupted
yes.
you.
I can talk about. I think that in some cases, in the most of cases, it is important they disagree with the things, and it is a good thing to have innovation, to create new things, for example. So it is a good thing, but there is a line that there is there is a line to between the good and bad situation result.
And it is good that you have said that because it's just a second question. It's about these lines for you. Where would be this line? Why? How can we set this line? How can we define or see? Is different to each one? Is something common? What are the main points that affect this?
and I have some opinions about this. For example, I think there is clear rule about the line that is the crime. If one thing it is crime, for example, words of prejudice to black people, like monkeys, like
Yeah,
the about hair, and I think that when it is crime, it is the line. It is not we can't um we can't achieve this line. Passar, ultrapassar,
yes,
cross,
yeah,
cross this
cross this
line.
line.
We can't cross this line. Other thing, it is the way the way that who the no the way which the people say things. For example, uh, um, um, dumb a dumb discussion about food. For example, bolacha or biscuit.
Yeah,
It is a simple. It is dumb, but they depend of the way the people talking about this. For example, it is possible the people get get angry. I
yeah,
think it is angry and 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 fight and fight in person, face to face in person about a small thing. So I think that the line is just uh, it is the line the line it is composed. It includes two things: the crime and the way uh, how the people say the people uh, do the things.
got it. I completely agree with you. And just going back on the discussion that you said, the example that you brought about the food, to me, it's acceptable, pasta with beans. I have already eaten and it's good sometimes, but to me, it's unacceptable pasta with rice.
Rice.
The person that do this, they can like face the devil, they can like face Satan in the hell, because oh my gosh, it's completely unacceptable. Shouldn't be like, should be crime if a person put rice and pasta together, they
But
should go to jail for the eternity. It's
I
not good.
I think so strange. But once I order iFood and I receive rice and pasta together. So I eat, but it was strange.
It's really strange. You can face anything in your life now. After doing this, you can do whatever you want. You can like climb the Everest, everything in your life. But yeah, going back to the line, I totally agree with you. I guess the law, it's the best key that we have, to set a line. I guess it become necessary actually because people have so many different ideas, and I guess the laws that the government um, create is a way to we set things clear and make this understanding common, but and also culture affects it. So what we see here in Brazil as something that is not acceptable, can be different in other places, but there are some things that are common, but we have like seen this happen so often, this disrespect that become like, it's not common, but frequently we see this lack of respect of those lines. As you brought about prejudice, we have seen a lot at Spain. I guess the most remarkable event recently, it was with Vini Jr. that they did a lot with him saying words of prejudice, calling him a monkey, saying to he going back to the jungle, going back to Brazil, and things like this. I guess it's it's unacceptable, people doing this, especially when we are on the 21st century. It's not like acceptable doing this. And I guess it could be better if people were more empathetic with the others, just think about respect could free us from a lot of laws that we create. So I guess see if what we do is something that we want to receive too. I guess this is the best line. This will not work for the people that are psychopaths, but they are out of line because they have a different sense of common. And saying about this, I remember that someone said that, I do not remember if it was here at Talking Talk, but or if he was in another place, that someone's that was receiving a lot of bad comments on something that she or he posted, just replaced the comments to the people, someone said
Oh,
you are awful, and the person just
yes,
copy and put,
yes,
and it worked really well. So I guess this is a good way to put the other person in the other line and be more empathetic, because they will feel, what they are causing.
yes,
And yeah, we said actually a lot of about of these questions here. And yeah, the question 4 is interesting, but I will just smash it to something more simple. I guess, do you like going to museums, galleries, to see arts and architectures, things like this, related to culture? Like,
I like to go to the interactive museum,
good.
but the museums about art, for example, paint, I didn't like um, so much, but I already gone, but I didn't like so much.
Good. This is good because of the, now I can make a lot of questions. Why do you think there are like some things that are abstracted and not too much people feel like represented or feel likely to go to see are considered art? Why do we see like in museums and those places things that are too abstracted and not things more interactive like you like? And I think that more people of this new generation like most. What do you think that makes this concept of art?
I I think that art, it is so important to us to express our feelings, our concept concerns, and 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 sometimes until touch the people, uh, to do the people thinking and reflecting about the situation. The so I think the art it is so important to humanity. Humanity. I like when I know the history or the mean about the art. But when I didn't know the mean, I I don't like. So I I need to study before visit some next museum.
Yeah, I totally understand you and feel. I guess like people like a lot to go into Europe and seeing some museums, some places, some architectures, because we are teacher thought, actually thought, yeah, we are taught about the history of everything else. Even though we are Brazilian, we learn more about Europe history than ours. But because of this, we know about the context of like Mona Lisa, Louvre, and some palaces and everything else. So when we go there, we can like feel related. We have a memory about this thing. We can understand better, and it's not so abstracted as a big painting that you don't have any idea what it's about. At least if that is it to me, if it's really like how could I say this? It seems like something out of these words, like the paintings on the Sistina Church that Michelangelo did on the rooftop of the church that have God and Adam touching the fingers. I guess they are really beautiful, are majestic like this. And so these got the attention, but like the ruins of Greece, if we didn't knew anything about the history of Greece, it wouldn't be so interesting because they are just ruins, things that were destroyed. So I guess the history gives context to the things, just like you said.
Yes.
And let me see. I will guess I will follow. Not actually. I will skip to the question number 6, and then I will go to the 5. There are some things that, at least to me, I see nowadays that people feel more free to say, and before they didn't say those things, they keep to themselves because they knew that was crime or could offend some persons. And nowadays, they are not much like this. They are saying things. And are 2 questions. The first one, do you think, what do you think that happened that people felt more free to like offend the others? And if they could like keep each to themselves, like could this bring good things on relation, on society?
I think that today the people think there isn't there aren't loud
That is, yeah,
about about the internet, about the things right on internet. For example, comments in posts in videos. So the it is like how the people uh, get more brave, more more brave to write the bad things because they think that won't be
Ownership.
what is this? Ownership?
Ownership. Yeah, like
Ownership.
punido.
Finish. Yes. So I think it is that because and there is manada effect too, I think. And what is the other question?
It's if people kept these ideas to themselves, do you think that could be better in society? How would we be right now if those people, if they have like an opinion about something that can offend or do not add nothing good in a discussion to themselves? Do you think that our society nowadays would be better?
If I think that the society will be better if the people don't do the bad comments.
Yeah, if they just kept to themselves, doesn't need to like they change their mind, but they kept to themselves.
I don't understand this phrase, this sentence, kept to themselves.
It's like guardar para você mesmo, kept. It's past of keep.
Oh, perfect. So I think that if people kept the opinions themselves, no, kept the opinions themselves,
To themselves.
the society would be better. The bad comments, the bad opinions. I think that
Do you
because
think? Go on, please.
the most of the bad comment, the most of the comments, no, the most of the bad comments are only to to hurt the other people. So it is not it isn't good critical or growth critical. So I think it would be better.
You think that would be better, even though like, yeah, not. I got your point
And you?
on this. Yeah, to me, I guess would be too, you know, like I guess it would be better to everybody because like we would be less stressed with this, okay? And when we are good with ourselves, it's better. We like we work better, we live better. So I guess this is a good impact. Everybody would be happier than now. But in another way, have some issues on that because we would be just keeping to ourselves and this wouldn't change what we think. We just wouldn't express, you know. I guess, like you say, there are some things that we should not express at all. And things that are, I'm saying now about things that do not disrespect the others, but there are some opinions. If anyone asked you, it's not necessary you share, but there are opinions that are prejudiced. And if there's those people kept this for themselves. You know, they in another moment that they are not being watched, are not being observed, they can just repeat have some actions that goes in common with what they think, you know. So I guess nowadays, like in internet, we spread more things and we feel more safer to do because we think that we will not be kept, that anyone will see, or we will not be punished. But if the people like just decide to do something against this person, with this will be really loud and big, and can have a lot of prejudice and issues, because internet is like every time is 8 isn't 80, never 8, you know. It's really strong and powerful, and things are amplified on this. And
Yes, I agree.
I would like to go to this question. Actually, I would bring this like on the 5 about internet. Do you think that we should be more restricted on the laws about internet? How could we like prevent this happen? These people should be punished. Should we have laws and prohibit some things as we are trying to do?
I think that is very important to have laws in the social media. For example, I use a lot the TikTok, and sometimes someone posts uh, the awful opinion. For example, doing prejudice or until doing showing the pornographic content, and it is so danger to kids, because to kids and the other people too. I I don't like to see this thing in my feed. So it is important to have laws about this, about, I don't know in English, but it's a crime which one people like a child. Do you understand?
Repeat again. I didn't understand.
I don't know the word, the called, the crime, which one people love or like one children.
Oh, like
I
it's
don't know. But
um
but it is an example that the one crime that should be censorship in
yeah.
the social media, and I think that the people should 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 be punished.
Yeah.
Ab-
You were
about
saying like about pedophilia. Yeah, it's the same word in English actually.
yes,
It's really
ped-
close. Yeah,
pedophilia.
yeah. I just searched it. I thought it was, and I went to check, and yeah,
Okay,
it's similar.
perfect. So I think today some social media have uh, rules, but it is it is only for the content. For example, the people can be, yeah, their account banned
Yeah,
or the content that, or the video deleted, but it is only this. And I think that is important to have more actions about this. For example, the investigation, the jail, so other things.
Totally. I totally agree with you. I think we should like be more hard on this, punish with like to show example too, because like it's not a different word, it's the same word. It doesn't matter if it's virtual or real, it's the same people. We should be like submitted to the same laws, and maybe on this space that is the virtual should be stronger and should be harder, because are more powerful, you have access to more people in just one time than you have like face to face. You are limited when you are on the physical, in a physical place that something happened, but on the internet there is no limit. Can be actually the limit is all the world. Everybody that have access to internet can see it. So it's really dangerous, and we should be harder with this, like show that it's unacceptable to people spread hate and being like disrespectful with the others in internet, and this is not acceptable too on real places. And yeah, let me see about this. I will go to the question number 9. Like we are here discussing about those things that are prejudice and the free speech and everything else. But in your view, how can societies encourage open discussions and exchange different ideas, like being respectful and being tolerant with the others? How could like we improve this dialogue? Yeah, difficult question.
Yes.
I must say to Leo that he brought difficult questions.
It is. It is. Reflecting question. Um, um, I I think I think it is essential to have respect in both parts, and the people need to have an open mindset to learn and to change ideas too. Because sometimes we have idea or I think because our vivencias, our life, our
Experiences.
perfect experiences, and when we listen to other people with other experiences, we can learn more and to change the opinion too. For example, a big discussion about I don't think it is it is this in English, but I think it is quotas. I don't know, but for Black people in universities or public concursos, public jobs. So the people who don't have experiences or knowledge about this subject usually disagree. So it is important to have open mindset and active hearing. Active hearing. I think it is that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I guess we should have more acting hearing to like see the other's perspectives, you know, because every person have a different life, a different history, and it's not easy to compare. And like you said about the quotas, I guess it's really important because I don't know, I guess the Brazilian people have a really short memory when they think about history, because we have a long history, and it's like really easy to see that the past of your parents affects your future. And if your parents have a structured family, they have opportunities to study, to work, they will have a good life, a better life, and they can afford to you these two. And in this way, you can have more access to your opportunities because you have less worry. When you don't have to think about what you want to eat on the day, if you will have something to eat, if you have a home, if you have a bathroom on your house, if you have a house at least, you know, if you study in a good place, if you don't take transportation for too long to work, to study, if you have good sleeping time, all of these affects on the people performance, studying, working, doing anything else. So some people that live has the ancestors being slaveries, they didn't have opportunity. So it takes some generations to change. And we cannot say about meritocracy when people when they goes from different points to the line, the others
Yes.
need to like run more than the others to get it on the same place. And as we become adults, we see that contacts is really important. Like if you have access to people that have money and have more they are closer to another opportunities, you will have more, because it's natural from the human beings, like to choose someone that you know, that are close to you, that have a knowledge about this person. So the people that like have companies, they will choose to be there, people that they know and normally, and they know need to live with them. And if they live with them, they are from the same social level. So there is quotas to those people, even though they don't realize, just to they being rich, they have quotas from rich people. You know, you don't normally see a random person being chosen to be a coordinator or a director, being young with no experience. They just have these if they are rich, so they have quotas, but they didn't realize this and think that is a problem to a person that have no access to good education, have space to get in a college, to get in a public job, you know, and like they are not losing space. They can choose a lot. Those people cannot choose. Maybe in the future, when we have the same access to education, we can say about not having more quotas, because everybody will not be on the same part of the line, but they will be closer. It's not so possible to be everybody equal. They will be different. People are different, but I guess we can make these more like equal to everybody.
Yes, I agree.
Let me see. Yeah, I will ask something that is not here about those questions. It's like something to add. Besides like these of quotas, there is something else that you think that's not so accepted on our society, but we should see in a different perspective?
I didn't understand the question.
Like, besides quotas that people disagree about it and others agrees, and you see the importance on society. Besides quotas, there is something else that you think that we should be like more open to discuss and turn different our opinions?
In order to decrease the not I forgot the word. In order to decrease the
I will
it's
give you an
I forgot
example.
in Portuguese.
Like, for example, access to women's to higher levels in work, for example, to being like leadership positions, things like this. Do you think there is something else besides quotas that is important we discuss on our society nowadays?
Oh yes, totally. I already worked in at a company. I worked in the human resources area, and I managed project about in order to accelerate the Black people career in the company, inside the company. And the project it was to employees, a black or brown employees, and the project had a goal to increase the representative of this group in the leadership. So I think it is so 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 important to have a lot of initiatives in other scale in other
Yeah.
places too, in the university, in the leadership of the companies, in the for example, recent in the STF, STF
On
in
Supreme
Brazil.
Court. Yeah, I guess you could
Uh,
use on
yes,
Supreme Court. Yeah.
yes, one woman, for example. So it is important, and a lot of places, different places, to have initiatives to decrease the exclusion exclusion of the society, of the Black people, people with disabilities, mothers, and other people too, and LGBTQIA plus too. So it is important.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I guess there are like you said, more people that should have access. It is still like difficult, and some people don't see the importance of these. I guess those people that don't see, they are not good working with groups, you know. They don't see the importance of working in groups, because when you have a group, a team that you work, that have people from different areas, have different backgrounds, different point of views, you can like see more, you have a more wide vision of things, and you can solve things better, you can solve things faster. I guess you can be more disruptive on things, you can discover different options to solve, you like improve more things, because when you work in a big company or any place, you are most of the time facing problems that you have to solve. And if you have people that thinks different and are open to discussions, you have more possibilities to solve those things, and you can find the more optimal way to solve these things. But if you have a lot of people that think the same, the probability that you do not find one solution could be higher, because everybody will think on the same. You will not have different ideas. You will not
Yes.
share. So on companies that think on technology, think on evolution, think on changing, I guess they should invest on this, because they need this, you know, it's totally necessary. But I guess the people doesn't see it this way. They like if you have someone on your team that is just like you and reproduce the same things you do, these do not add in nothing, you know. It's not good. But I hope someday those people will see things differently. And our time is running out. Thanks, Valeska, for the chat. It was really good to talk with you. I
For
hope
me
to see
too.
you again in one Friday or Monday, or another meeting that I come here.